I should have turned that down. I came live earlier, but didn't realize what time it was. Because I had to get up. I got things to do. I'm behind on my books. Not much further to go, though. I wanted to do better. Do you this morning? Do you today? Do you for the rest of your life? Um, you have things to do, and the unfortunate part is when you spend a lot of time doing things for other people, they get either comfortable or they misunderstand that you're doing things not out of necessity, but because you was trying to be nice. The unfortunate part about doing things for others and not taking into consideration your own self is that you're going to find a lot of times people don't appreciate you giving all of yourself to them. So it's a waste of time anyway. I'm glad they don't appreciate it so that hopefully you won't get comfortable. A lot of times when we don't do ourselves, we tend to cater. If you're somebody with my spirit, you tend to cater to other people. And it's so funny because you get so caught up, and I'm trying to make sure I said it the right way because I don't want you to stop being who you are as a caterer. I'm just telling you that you're going to have to learn how to continue to be yourself doing it, though. A good example is I write my best early in the morning. But a lot of times, and not because my husband asked me, but a lot of times I will lay there if I don't have to go to work until he gets up. That's not something he asked me to do, but that's something that I do on my own. So then once I finally get up and I can't get into the groove of things, that's not his fault. That's my fault. Because what I should have done is got up when the urge was there. If it's late at night when words come to me, I should have gotten up. But a lot of times we will do things, just be doing stuff thinking that that's going to make some sense later on. You have to learn that you must feel your own creative juices. You must feel your own creative flow. You must tap in at some point to what you like to do. If you're always catering to, I remember being in a relationship where this person told me that they didn't eat pork. Hey, Tay. And so when I started cooking my dinner, I liked pork chops at that time. And so at that time, I wouldn't cook no pork chops because they said they didn't like it. And then I felt like, well, it has to be so much work if I do the pork chops. You know what I'm saying? So I just won't do the pork chops at all. Then when I had cravings for pork chops, I just did not get my pork chops. What you say, Karen? I'm learning to take it. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. And so we don't start doing some of the things that we know, then we're going to be out of alignment with our own lives. And it's okay to do things sometimes to show a person that you appreciate, what they're doing for you or whatever. But let me tell you something about people. A lot of times we don't do just, something kind. A lot of times we will neglect ourselves like 100%. Like, we asking them every day what they want to eat, or we're trying to make sure that they're comfortable all the time. And then when you get uncomfortable, you mad because didn't nobody ask you if you were comfortable, because ain't nobody used to you saying anything. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody used to you acknowledging that you even in the room. And so that's what I'm telling you to do yourself. Do you, baby, and then show people that I do have kindness by doing some things for them, but don't change your whole life. Good God. Please. Like, don't start that, because that's such a bad place to be in. And then, let me tell you something. You can do something to cater to somebody so long that they start feeling like that's something you must do. No, that was a gift. You know what I'm saying? But you have to make sure that you're operating in excellency. Yes, Tay. You have to make sure that you're at least catering to your taste buds. I mean, some of us don't even get the kind of candy we like. We negotiate. And then let me tell you something that we do. We blame this, if you're a mother, you are blaming on the fact that, you're limited on funds, and so you look out for your children first or whatever. And it's so funny because even my children said, Mama, you could get the kind of candy you like too. Like, they had to tell me, Mama, you could do some of the things that you want to do too. Mama, you don't have to get us that. You go ahead and get you one. Because even they will see that you are extending yourself out so to the point to where you know what I'm saying? Where you're not even. And so what kind of life is that to live when you don't even acknowledge the fact that you have some likes, that you have some colors you want to wear. You have some things you want to eat. You have some places you want to go. And if you surround yourself with people who are always doing this, thank you. See, that's what I'm saying, Karen. That's because you did that so long, honey. That's me too. That's in our family genes. Bless the Lord. And that is the truth. People, then they be like, you all right? You okay? All of that. Because you never did admit that you even like anything. You never did admit. And then now they think, looking at you like you're some kind of bad person. You know what I'm saying? Like you're sick, like you don't feel well. And so, listen, it's nothing wrong with doing you. I remember when I started writing books, I was trying my best to keep up with people. Hey, Kathy. I was trying my best to keep up with what people thought or whatever. And then when I realized, when I put out Burning Bridges, even though I got such good feedback on Burning Bridges and people enjoyed it or whatever. But let me tell you something. I felt like, because I did not have, I had some editors, had things in place, you know what I'm saying? I had things in place, but I wasn't satisfied with it. So when I pulled it off the shelf, because my dream again was to at least have one book, by the publisher, and I get so tickled because, people will give you all their feedback, and you should do this and you should do that. But if your dream is to have something and then you start trying to listen to everybody else, then you still not doing you. That's what I'm saying. You got to believe in yourself. You got to go for it. Stop asking everybody their opinion. What is your opinion today about your life? What do you want to do today? Can you eat the ice cream you want to eat today? Can you not worry about all this stuff that you be worried about when you do you? And so I'm listening to everybody else, but then guess what? I said, Lord, I want to do better with that. I want to learn more. And so even though I've taken classes or whatever, I don't know where the Lord will lead, but I just want to be pleasing to God, and I want to make myself proud. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Kathy. That's what we got to do. We got to say, what do I want to... I didn't come down here just to be the mother to my kids. I didn't come down here just to be a good wife. I didn't come down here just to be a good sister, you know what I'm saying, a good daughter. No, God has ordained me to be some other things. And so if I sit around here and just be worried about what everybody else is talking about, what everybody else is doing, I'm not on no timeline with nobody else. The other day somebody said, well, what made you open up a bookstore? It's a whole lot of bookstores. I was like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I walked in Target last night, walked up and down those aisles, and guess what I kept saying? Thank you, Father God. I have every last book that these people have in my store. I was just so excited. I might not have the traffic right now that Target has, but I was just so excited that the Lord had extended such kindness and love to me to give me inventory that matches a huge retail store such as Target. That was my dream. So I'm up here just walking down there just thanking the Lord. I ain't looking at the fact that, okay, well, they prices, they can do 20% off, and I whatever the Lord told me, your prices, some of your prices better than this. I'm talking about the Holy Spirit was talking to me while I was walking down the Target. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all, you cannot worry about, do you all 100% of you. And let me tell you something, if it's something wrong with you, if it's something that you feel like the world won't agree with, well, guess what, honey, and ma'am and sir, the world we live in, they might be saying that today and be on some different stuff tomorrow when it's their children or when it's their situation. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all, do the whole you, enjoy yourself. The princess got this headscarf on because I didn't want to comb my hair to come live. I put the scarf on. That's what I'm saying. And then people come on and be like, well, you should have put on some, this, or you should have did it. I ain't studying y'all, and that's why I'm glad y'all don't come at me like that no more, because I might tell you something. I'm just telling you, I might say something. And so thank you for helping me to be able to make it in and go to heaven like I'm supposed to. I'm just saying, can Princess just wear her t-shirt? And let me give you a better example. So my husband be sharp 100% of the time. I think his night clothes be sharp. I'm just telling you. But then sometimes I'll go around, let me tell you, and then I will do me. Do me. Now let me tell you how trifling or how nice, how nice people are with their words. So, thank you, Karen. Yes, ma'am. So let me tell you how people do. So if I decide, Princess being me, some days I like to dress down. Some days I like to do half and half, have my little skirt on with my tennis shoes. Some days I like to do that. And some days I get it all the way up and done. When I get it all the way up and done, you know what they say? Well, your husband must address you today. I don't even address that no more. I smile at the people. They'll go, since I don't answer, they'll go over there and ask him, did he dress me today? And he'll be like, no, she dressed herself. And so it tickles me. It just tickles me how people, they'll dress you. They'll fix your hair for you. But they ain't buying the clothes now. They ain't sending you to the cosmetologist. I'm just telling you. They ain't buying on the clothes now. They ain't buying the food. None of that. They just got an opinion. And so guess how much your opinion worth? Nothing. Nothing when it comes to do with Princess. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all today. Just focus on you today. Love on you today. It's all right. If you would like to wear, Giselle had on, and she's a celebrity, she had on her top blouse and very pretty with ruffles and all this stuff. And then her bottom, she had wore some jogging pants and some tennis shoes. Well, when she sit at the table to sign her books, all you was going to see was the top part of her anyway. People start talking about what kind of style is that, what fashion is that. Then they like to call out Cam and be like, what are you doing? See, this is what tickles me. What does that have to do with you? So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Then the next minute, if you could have Cam dollars, you probably would, if you could be Cam friend and let Cam buy you lunch, you probably wouldn't have nothing to say. That's what I'm saying. So today, listen to me. To those of you that are always catering to people, always loving on folks, always wanting to do for others, ain't nothing wrong with that. But it is when you neglect yourself. It is when you do it so much that when you finally switch up to something you like, everybody thinks something wrong with you. Everybody. Like I said, I like to write mostly in the mornings. When I get up in the mornings, though, even my husband, he be like, you all right? And I be like, well, that's so cute, Karen. I be like, that's my fault, though. And that's my fault because I did not demand some type of rules or some type of something for me. And my family, the way they set up, my cousin is on here, Karen is on here, she'll tell you. My family members like for us to cater. Look, Pastor Rosette, that's why I asked you to do this conference. Bless the Lord. Yes. Just cater, just cater. And then, let me tell you, one day, me and Reggie got in a little argument. And I'm just telling y'all know I don't mind telling y'all the truth. And Reggie don't either because he know his wife now. He lets me be me. So one day I was writing. And then I had to work on a bookstore. And then I go to a whole job. A whole 40-hour-a-week job. And then so he was saying something about some food. And I said, well, Reggie, you get your own food, baby. You could get me some while you getting that food. And so because Princess had set up here, and every time I'm asking, what you want, how you want it, meat and 2 vegetables, and can I get you something else, and whatever. I'm telling you, it'll make folks, and they don't mean no harm. I promise y'all, Reggie didn't mean no harm when he was chilling. And then I was like, oh my God. And I was in the kitchen just blowing hard and breathing and talking about he can get up himself and get this and all that. No, because you did that, Princess. You did that. So that's how come he over there chilling and watching that TV show. So in order for him to switch up to become what you need to, you're going to have a conversation with him. And it can't be when you mad at him and saying all stupid stuff about how you feel. It's got to be an intelligent conversation. And so I told him, and then y'all, I got so messed up that day. I was so, because I lashed out when I was mad. I'm finna get out of here because I got work to do. I'm working on Princess. That's what I'm doing this week. Let me tell you, I'm off this whole week to do me. To do Princess. To finish these books. To finish this stuff. I'm off. I ain't going to them folks' job this week. I'm taking my time and I'm doing me. And that's why I'm up in San Antonio hanging out. My husband is at a conference. And Princess is here with him. But he gone to the conference. Princess ain't going to make it. And Princess going to be in here doing this stuff in here. In this room. In this nice hotel these people got. Okay? But anyway, what I was going to say was, I was ugly acting. I told him he should have married a Mexican lady. I told him that he probably should have got him somebody who ain't doing nothing. You know, probably should have married somebody who can just cook food and just, you know, cater. And he was looking at me. He said, well, I can fix my own food and stuff. But again, because I was mad and let that stuff build up, because I didn't take time to say that there are going to be days when Princess need to do Princess. And then, you know what I'm saying, then we want to act ugly and be talking. Okay, Pastor Rosette, we up in here. We up in here this whole week till Saturday. But because you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying ugly stuff and then got racist. I let racists come out of me. Talking about he needed to marry him a Mexican. I'm just telling y'all what I said that day, because I was mad. And I'm like, I'm sitting up here doing all of this stuff and you don't appreciate that. And he had just got through saying thank you. You know what I'm saying? So that's my fault, though. And so now we have established that on certain days, Princess ain't able. And just the two of us, we can work something out. And so my husband was fine with that. So that's what I'm saying. Do you work out your own stuff? Today I ain't studying you on the phone. I got my auto reply finna be on. Talk to yourself today. Those of you who like to just send spam and talk about I got to send stuff to other people, don't do that. Don't do that today. But if you do, you've been blocked. But because I'm doing me. And if you got friends in your life that don't understand that you need to do you, then guess what? Them friends are going to have less of you. They're going to have to deal with less of your attention, less of your time, because they don't know how to act. And so I just bless the Lord today. Hopefully I have helped somebody to just do you today. If you can't do you today, because you're going to come up with excuses, because this is the day that somebody having something and somebody needs you just real bad, and you know, whatever. At least pick some time to start doing some things that you like, because you get one life. And they going to be left here if you leave here doing the same thing and looking around the room and waiting on somebody else to fill in your shoes because you've done too much. You're doing too much. And so you can love on people and you can show people you care about them and, you know, do some things for them. But when you have started to do things for people and you don't even know what your favorite color is no more, I did that. When you don't even know what you got a taste for some fish and they got a taste for something else, and you sit up here and you just keep eating whatever they taste is for. And your polar self can't never have none of your stuff. They might have like a health issue and they can't have some of the same things that you can have. I don't know what's wrong with going to two different places to go get. Can both of us be happy today? Can everybody? You know what I'm saying? In the car. My children used to laugh at me. I used to want a Big Mac no. I used to want a Whopper sometimes from Burger King, and McDonald's, I wanted some French fries. I ain't want Burger King French fries. And so I would drive to, this is for me. I can do this. I deserve it. I drive to the Burger King, get my Whopper, and then I drive to the McDonald's and get my drink and my French fries. Then I drive my nice little self home. French fries have to come last because I like my French fries hot. See what I'm saying? So even when my husband doing stuff and we might be on our way home and I say I want some French fries, I'm going to start eating my French fries before I get to the house, because I really don't like them to be that cold, especially when we far away. I don't like for them to be cold. So guess what? I'm going to start eating mine. He can say he want to wait till he get all the way home. That's fine. That don't have nothing to do with my mouth. Y'all can make this stuff work. Do you on today. Do something for yourself on today. Buy yourself something. Treat yourself to something. Buy yourself. Don't hide in the closet and trying to sneak and eat it. Okay? Just enjoy you today. Bless y'all. I'm going into a cave.